Ladies and gents, welcome to a 1v1 arena game. In game 1, I said that I would probably be uploading the whole best of 7 to YouTube. However, game 1 was kind of a dud. So I will be uploading the best individual games to YouTube. And if you want to see the whole best of 7, I'll have it in the video description for you. Game 1 was a Byzantine's War where Dracken went for, or Dracken here, went for a classic Byzantine style of all-in monks. Jonslow went for light cav skirmishers to counter that. It worked really well, and he got the win. Now, for this game, I gave them 3 civilizations that they could pick, and the choices were Cumans, Bulgarians, or Lithuanians. Dracken, he's gone for Cumans, and Jonslow has gone for Lithuanians. By the way, Dracken or Dracken here, he's not defeated. It's just the spectating not working properly, but we're used to that by now. So I want to talk about why I did these civilizations for this game. I felt like, well, first off, there are 3 new civilizations, but also there are 3 civilizations that are really, really good for a map like Arena. Bulgarians having the Krepos, Bulgarians having those conics, I thought they could be decent. Lithuanians are fantastic. Lithuanians start with 150 food. Their spearman line and skirmishers move 10% faster. Each garrisoned relic gives +1 attack to knights and their leitis, which is the unique unit. And their monasteries work 20% faster. And if you know Arena, normally fast castle into monks is pretty common. So I felt like the Lithuanians could be really strong here. Now, Cumans, they can also be very strong, and they were the most broken civ in the history of the game before the nerf. There's still a lot of questions to be asked about this civ. We don't know the potential yet, but you can build a second town center in Feudal Age. And so, with that in mind, I think Drakken's idea is probably to do that. Whereas Jonslow will probably go fast castle for the relics. So on one hand, Drakken's going to get a big lead with the villagers, but Jonslow will probably get a lead with the relics, and I'm really curious to see how this plays out. Of course, Cumans have the step lancers, they have the kip checks, they have so many really strong options, but I expected one person to pick Lithuanians, I expected one person to pick Cumans. That's what I was hoping for, so I'm really happy to see this. Alright, since it's Arena, it's fast castle, most likely for Jonslow. I guess a possible counter would be a tower rush to the 2 TC thing, but I think on Arena that's not the best option. The maps seem really balanced. There's the main gold there for Dracken, his secondary's here, as third in, and his extra stone is outside of his walls. And then for Jonslow, he also has a gold outside of his walls and a stone. I feel like the Arena generations are really balanced on DE. There's certain maps, especially the first month, that were really bad. But Arena, I have not had any complaints. In fact, look at the mini-map. They both have this little area that juts out. If Dave was here, we'd definitely be talking about what the mini-map looks like. I'm gonna leave that up to the people who are watching the stream right now. It's kind of a Geodude map. It's not bad. Gotta love the Age of Empires Arena community. I'm recognizing all of these people who only play Arena in my chat right now. It's also very easy to recognize them because they're never here when I'm not casting Arena. It feels bad, man. Maybe not never, I'm kidding, but I see Gaiase here. I see KC. KC Aaron's a YouTuber, he only does Arena matches. It's funny. So, whoa, he's getting Loom. Drakken's getting Loom, okay. He's definitely going Feudal. I'm just surprised he's getting Loom, because you don't really need it unless you're attacked. I feel like that's a waste. Skogo's another one. Skogo's a very good Arena player. There he goes. Well, I was thinking that this would be 4-2 for Dracken, honestly. But I haven't seen Dracken play in a long time, and I also know that Jonslow's he's actually been improving. He's been very active, so right now it's 1-0 for Jonslow.
Didn't have to wait for your midnight upload. Go to bed, Tristan.
Dr. Bones Clone, thank you for the $5, man. Nope, it's not midnight. It's, well, it's noon for me. Or a little bit after noon. Thank you, Beardy Potato, for the 500 bits. He said, I rewatched Legend of Noob Nothing for the 4th time. Your channel is just what I wanted for good, clean fun. Dude, that is a lot of Noob Nothing right there, but that's a classic game. So, I felt like, since Lithuanians start with 150 extra food, that the fast castle time can be lightning fast with Lithuanians. You have the deer being pushed in, you still have 2 sheep remaining for Jonslow, 5 on berries. I think his resources will be pretty good for this. If he pushes in this one, I think he's going to be fine. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa! Oh my, whoa, Dracken is going for a tower rush. I didn't expect this at all. This explains why he got Loom. Whoa, okay, so this is a possible strategy on Arena. The stone walls have 900 HP. You can build a tower here, prevent your opponent from falling behind, and then batter your way through the stone walls. The stone walls will double in HP when you arrive to Castle Age. This was a nerf that was made a while back to nerf stone walls on games like maps like Arabia, but that also affects Arena, where normally your stone walls would keep you very safe. The villager bonus versus stone walls is pretty good. So they'll batter their way in pretty quickly. There's the market. There's the blacksmith for Jonslow. I'm really surprised Dracken wanted to do this. Oh, but he wants to tower rush and then boom behind it on 2 TCs. Well, what do you guys think about this? I feel like this is a nice thought. Because if he doesn't tower rush, if he goes for the straight 2 TC boom, it's just giving Jonslow all the time that he would need to get the relics. So he's applying pressure and at least delaying Jonslow a little bit while trying to get that second town center up. Now this takes some time now. They also made it so it takes longer to build this thing, but I kind of like the thought process. And Dracken is ahead in the tower war here too. I don't think Dracken can range that villager,
Is this the Legend of Jonslow?
but he will be able to after he completes the blacksmith and gets fletching. Both players are repairing. Jonslow is not on his way to Castle Age. I like this decision from Dracken. It slows down the fast castle. Dracken had to get fletching. I like this decision a lot. Hey Marty. Lily Callis, welcome. Hi Tristan, hi everyone. Grits from Flanders. Hey, look at the pressure. That villager could die. He doesn't. Jonslow is Howls. I mean, this is excellent pressure. Now keep an eye on the Vil count because Dracken will be on 2 TCs. Now, his Vil count will definitely be higher than Jonslow's. But Jonslow defended. He defended, which means he'll probably be clicking up to Castle Age soon. He's just been missing out on the food. The difference is that he didn't take his berries because he had to respond with the tower, and he spent 100 food and 50 gold in the fletching. Yeah, he realizes that now. Huh. Was that push worth the idle time of his own villagers? I think so. Yeah, because you look, Jonslow would be in Castle Age around 1530 if that tower push doesn't come in. And with the Cumans, Dracken is on 2 town centers, so Dracken has 2 extra villagers now. And soon he's going to have 4 extra villagers, 5 extra villagers, 6 extra villagers, so we'll see. I think it was worth it. I didn't realize Dracken lost a vill, though. You have to go back and watch some of the arena games between Jonslow and Dracken on YouTube. There's one in particular where, actually, I think it was Dracken playing. I don't think he was playing versus Jonslow, but they both tower rushed each other, and then the other guy went for a siege tower castle drop. It was crazy. If somebody can find that game, you get a cookie, because that was, I think it was one wild arena game or something. So why is Jonslow making a barracks? This is interesting. That tells me he might want a stable. Look at the villager difference now. 39 for Dracken, 30 for Jonslow. Dracan will be in Feudal Age for quite some time with this. That's 100 food he needs every 30 seconds or so to create vills, but it's a big, big lead.
Salam.
Does he want to go spear? Oh, there's vills. Okay, so he wants to turn this into spearman, monk, and siege, and he wants to pressure Dracan with. Oh, okay. Double monastery, probably a siege workshop follow-up, so he won't boom. Now you have a barracks from Dracan. Well, Dracan sees this. Do you think Dracan will have to make scouts while he booms in feudal to counter the monks? I feel like he has to do that. 572. If you're not subbed, you're gonna get timed out with the link. It's right. You'll be back in chat. I think Snippy found it anyways. Thank you for finding that. Because this is a never-ending cycle, right? You have 45 vills versus Jonslow's 33. But you can't just... If you wait for Castle Age now, it'll take too long. So you need to create stuff. This is going to be really interesting. Meanwhile, Dracan's still trying to tower. Remember, Dracan told me that he felt like he would 4-0 Jonslow. So... he's got to step it up here. Yeah, there's the danger. There's the danger. If you have the scouts out, you can snipe those monks. Jonslow has the spears for that reason. Or will send forward spears, I think, for that reason. Lithuanian monasteries work 20% faster. Jonslow already got a relic. We'll grab a second one. He will start battering this down. And, 2 stables for Dracan. He has 49 villagers. He's 15 more vills, but he has to go for scouts, man. This is hilarious. This is so unique. I've never seen anything like this before, and Cumans are just such a unique civ with how they can play out. And Jonslow's response to this has forced Dracan into this weird scout defense. And it might be a lot of scouts, too. I mean, if you can weather the storm, if you can take good engagements at the start, then I feel like, you know, he can just click castle. He'll have more vills, obviously, and then from there make other things. Jonslow is not known for his speed. He's not known for... Whoa, this is interesting. Hello. Hello. My villagers now. Alright, well, Jonslow has 6 villagers forward all of a sudden. He's converted those villagers. Why did Dracan do that? Dude, you're not going to have a vill lead if you keep this up. Are you kidding me? Jonslow has 44 vills and it's 48 for Dracan now. So much for the extra villagers. You just donated them to your opponent. I think Dracan was freaking out. He probably should have ran back. And guys, his scouts have bloodlines. He's also getting forging. He has to make this work. Jonslow has 6 monks. He will have 6 spears. It basically comes down to if Jonslow is going to have enough spears. This is still winnable for Dracan. I'd say he's pretty far behind, but it's only winnable if he surprises Jonslow. But now Jonslow sees the scouts are here. He will fail to convert a scout. Will he get pikemen? I feel like he might get pikemen. No, he's just making more spears. He's converting houses. Which might also house Dracan. Man, Jonslow's playing so good. Check this out. Yeah, now Dracan is housed. He can't produce more scouts. Oh my god! These scouts can go right into Jonslow's base! I didn't think about that. This is opened up. The scouts have forging too. Jonslow could lose so many villagers to this. And while he's distracted and converting stables, he might lose some monks here. Oh my goodness. Can Dracan find a wood line? He hasn't found anything yet. Remember, he doesn't know what's in here. The gold's to the left. He sees the lumber camp. He sees there's only one villager there, which is probably disappointing. This is just because his units are on attack stance. He needs to be careful. Oh, Dracken. Okay, he snipes the vill, but Dracken, just find the gold. Find the gold, and this changes everything. He doesn't know the gold is over there. You've got to look for it. No. You've got to look for it. That is so many scouts, though. And now a castle from Jonslow! Oh my god, it's now or never, Dracken. It's now or never, but I don't... What is he... Oh, he's donating his villagers again. Oh god. I think the strategy might be so the spears are not attacking the scouts. Will this be a doubt castle? Will Jonslow finish off the game right here? If this castle goes up, I think he does. That's a lot of scouts, though. The mangonels have gone down. The castle's at 60%. And while there are a lot of spearmen here, oh my goodness. I think the spears have done enough. There's still 6 villagers for Jonslow building this. The villagers are coming out. Jonslow's spearmen are dying to the town center. Well, kind of dying to the town center fire. What in the world is happening? The castle's at 90%. 91%. 92% denied. It will be denied. 95% or 94%. Now it's 95%. No way! And now the hole has been plugged, and Dracken is winning. Dracken has 21. He has 61 bills. I'm sorry, and it's 41 for Jonslow. What just happened? What just happened? I thought that was suicide for Dracken, but what he did there, I think, was just he tossed away the extra vills so the spearmen and monks would be distracted, and the scouts did work. This is one of the most unique arena games ever. That's so weird. Ay, 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 ay. Dude. That is something else. Okay, you know what would be hilarious? Is if Jonslow makes a siege tower, and siege towers over villagers to finish the castle. It's still at 95%. I think you need to wall this up. I think it's a mistake. I think it's better to stonewall in the castle than just place a tower here if you're Dracken. Because he could just batter his way through here still. Let me check the resources for Dracken. Dracken still feels like he needs to produce scouts. Yeah, man, you need to... No, don't go for towers. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. You have to stonewall it in. You have to stonewall it in. 70 villagers. 69 for Dracken, actually. 46 for Jonslow. But Jonslow's converted a vill. There she goes. This could just be a bait, you know? Baiting Jonslow to sacrifice more vills. It's at 95%. Here come the villagers. Dracken has villagers. Will it work? I don't know if it will work. What am I looking at? What am I looking at? It just needs a couple taps. A couple taps. No way. It's at 99%. And somehow that villager got it up. The castle is up. That will do a ton of damage. And the game ends. What? What a mistake, man. Why didn't he wall it in? I mean... Okay, let's think about this. Let's say Dracken walls that in. With First off, I think a lot of people and myself miss this. Cumans, they do not get stonewall. So if you go palisade wall, I don't know if it necessarily changes things. Because you cannot... Oh, we're on Aztecs. Okay, I was confused. Why did it say this? Yeah, you don't get stonewall with Cumans. So if you house wall it, we saw how quickly that house went down, right? What was it? 3 volleys, 4 volleys from the Mangonel? I wish he would have house walled it. I wish he would have palisade walled it. But I still think that with a few Mangonels and monks, Jonslow would just dive in for that, right? Wow. Someone said feudal ram that castle. That's true. I don't know if ramming the castle would make much sense there. I think Dracken had a good game plan. Also, just imagine if his scouts would have hit the gold on the left. Holy cow, man. That was crazy. Well, I think we can agree that was a wild game. It wasn't perfect, but that was quality. That's definitely going to YouTube. So YouTube, I'm casting this whole best of 7 on Twitch. The whole best of 7 is going to be available in the video description in the form of an unlisted video. But I imagine other games are going to be individual games and individual uploads, because this is going to be a really nice set. The score is now 2-0, though, for Jonslow. And here's the statistics. Check this out. Look what the 2 TCs did. I think it was the correct move for Jonslow to go for the Monk Maganel push instead of just booming, because it would not have worked. 70 villager high for Dracken and 47 vill high for Jonslow. Holy cow. Crazy, crazy game.